Hey guys, PrinceofMacedon here. I'm going to do a commentary video for Total War Rome 2. This will be a Pontus versus Seleucid battle, and my opponent's name is Nemih. He'll be commanding the Seleucids, and yeah, I'm going to give Pontus another shot. As you guys remember, my last battle, I got destroyed when I used Pontus, so yeah, let's see what happens this time. So let's go and look at the armies here. You can see I changed my army a bit. I took out all my levy pike dudes and all my swordsmen, and I went with 5 bronze shield pikes. They're elite. And I kept my peltist, took out my chariots, and brought all noble blood cav, and I have 2 Celtic swords. My opponent has elephants, 2 citizen cav, 4 Syrian archers, a lot of pikemen. Look at that, tons of pikes. It's mainly regular pikemen, and I think 2 thorax pikes, and then a royal peltist unit. You can see he's deficient on horse units, but his elephant could compensate for that. So this is a very odd map. Like on his side of the deployment and my side, there's a huge hill on both sides, and in the middle it kind of slopes downward. So he definitely has tons of heavy infantry, but my 5 bronze shields are pretty elite. And I would say, well, he definitely has a range advantage, but if my guys get close with my peltist, then they can do a lot of damage. So let's look at my troops again. These are my Pontic peltist. You've seen that before. And I have 5 units of these bronze shield pikemen. Let's see. 4 units of these noble blood cav. Where are my other guys at? Where are my sword units at? Where are they? I wonder. Oh, here they are. I have 2 units of these mercenary Celtic warriors. Then here's my... Wait. Here it is. Here's my general. Over here. In command of the Pontic Royal Cav. So my opponent's army, you can see he's moving off with a unit of Citizen Cav. He's moving them up here. And you can see there's only one way up this area. Well, 2 ways. One this way and then one around. So he's going to hide these guys over here. He has 2 units of Citizen Cav, one's up there, and the other is in these trees somewhere. Then he has a unit of Eastern Slingers, 1, and you can see they set these little obstacles down for my horses. And then he has 4 units of these Syrian heavy archers. So I definitely can't go in for a frontal charge with my cav on those units. Then 2 units of these thorax pikes, 6 units of these regular pikemen. Then he's got a unit of the royal peltists. And finally, he has an Indian armored elephant, and that's where his commander is. So I am coming down, and I don't want to just come in frontally on those toys he left. So I could have came in this way maybe, or this way. And this is the way I decided to come down, at least with my cav. Yeah, because he has a range advantage, I'm just going to pick my battles carefully here. And here I'm just going to go for the skirmish battle. Or like a preliminary battle, that is. In the skirmish battle, he would outrange me, so I'm very cautious about doing that. So what I want to do is pick at his citizen cav. And when the battle was happening, I wasn't really sure where they were, because I kind of lost track of it. So I sent my noble blood cav, 2 of them this way, to these trees. I thought they might have been up here. And then I sent my other cav units down this way. I'm going to skirt the range of his archers. And meanwhile, the rest of my army is trudging slowly behind. I don't want to exhaust them. I just want to find his citizen cav and just kind of bully them around this battlefield. So when I was doing this, my opponent decided to peel off his elephants. I wasn't sure what he felt was going on here. Maybe he felt that his rear was going to be threatened. Anyways, as I moved out, that drove out his citizen cav. So I'm going to try to corner these guys, or try to trap them. So they're coming down this way. And I can't just catch them like that, so I'm going to peel off one of my cav units to come the other way. Oh wait, sorry. No, I don't. I've got these guys down here to do that. So I'm coming down here. He's playing chicken right now with my... Or he's playing tag with my cav. See that? I think he's buying time so his elephants get over here. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He has elephants and a citizen cav in the area. That's why he didn't run away from my guys outright. But when you're caught in a vice with just citizen cav, probably not the best idea. He's got his cav nearby though, and his elephant. So maybe he hoped that my guys would get stuck in this battle long enough for his citizen cav to come in and his elephants. It was a good plan, but it was slightly mistimed. So instead of going for that rear charge, he decided to intercept this unit of noble blood cav. And he had with a slight problem with my opponent. He should have kept charging in. Instead, he hesitated for a second and used his arrows. So now that he's coming in with his elephants, I'm gonna run back. And I see his archers coming in this way, and I was gonna go for a charge, but then I noticed he had these toys set over here too, so I changed my mind. But yeah, here I managed to take out this unit of citizen cav.
By your command.
His elephants are doing some damage, but I think the cost of all the citizen cav was totally worth it. So let's see, these guys are still at 60, this one's at 50, so he lost 10 I lost 10 horses there. I lost 17 in that unit. And I think that's about it, really. About 20 in that unit. It was worth it. Because now my opponent's only mounted unit are his elephants. They're powerful, but they're slow. So I decided to take a breather on top of this this feature right here, where there's only two ways in, this way and this way. And I just wanted to, you know, rest my guys a little bit, recuperate, bring up my heavy infantry, and then decide a new way to attack this Seleucid body of infantry. See, my thinking here was it's still going to be hard tackling this army when he has better range on his skirmishers, and he's got more heavy infantry than myself, even though I have more elite ones, and he's still got this elephant unit. So at this point he starts moving this way, and you can see my infantry is still they're struggling to catch up here. I didn't want to run them because I didn't want them to get tired. But yeah, in a one-on-one, any of my bronze shield can take on any of his pike, but the fact that he has more means he can outflank me. So I had to, you know, do some planning. And yeah, just my Celtic warriors. Pretty sweet. I didn't bring them in my last video. My last video, I had a different type of sword unit. And meanwhile, I brought up all my my skirmishers here, and I did that to ward off his elephants. And here is the scene of the carnage. So now my opponent's moving all of his guys this way. And I saw where he was going. He was going in this area, so I decided to move up my Pontic peltists. At some point, I decided to move them. Here you go. And I want to move them right here, so that I can toss my javelins at these guys who are dangerously close to my peltists. So as you guys know, my first fear was the range of his archers and slingers, but since he was this close, I decided to move my guys over and get some shots in. And I have my noble blood cav here. I'm skirting his obstacles that are over here. Yeah, there they are. Just want to harass a little bit, but he stops and starts shooting at my guys, so I decided to pull back here. Not worth it. And I think I lost 4 horses when I pulled back. Meanwhile, my peltists are here, and they are doing some serious damage to this unit of thorax pike. Look at that. And he decides to move forward with them. But my peltists are having a field day with these guys. So look at that. They're down half strength almost. And they're going to keep moving. And he's going to push on with the rest of his troops too. So he's committed. My infantry's way back there, though. I didn't know he's going to commit to a battle here. So I see that they're still moving, so I launched some cav at them. And I want to save my peltists for his elephants, who are way... there they are. They're coming. And I also want to save my peltists for his the rest of his infantry. There goes more pikes. that first unit of infantry he sent in. The thorax pikes, they are getting hammered right now.
Follow me.
So yeah, when I saw all this happening, I should have moved these guys up. Because I totally could have Thermopylaed this area here. But still, I'm holding my own here. So that first line of thorax pikes are gone. Then he's got this second unit. They're whacked for my peltist. And now here comes the elephants. So now I'm like, oh crap, I need to get my infantry up there. But I start targeting his elephants with my peltist, and they are dropping. Look at that, they're down to 14 elephants now. They gotta keep pushing forward, and they have the help of the royal peltist. So I'm gonna send in my horses to plug this area to buy time for my infantry to get up there. There's a lot of carnage going on in this little funnel here. So here comes my infantry. I'm running these guys up as fast as possible. I'm sending the other portion this way, down that side. I will, anyways. So yeah, killed his elephants. They're gone. I'm losing some pelters, but that's fine. Look at that action, guys. He is mopping the floor with my pelters, but the fact that I bloodied his elephants, well, I killed his elephants, bloodied his pikemen and thorax pikes, and even his royal pelters, that's cause for celebration.
We understand, as you say.
So now I'm gonna rush back my pelters, seeing that my infantry's here finally, and I'm just gonna seal off this area.
Forward.
And I got these guys ready to pounce. Yeah, in this kind of close quarter congestion, my cav really has no business going down this area. See that? Not in that funnel with the pikes. I accidentally brought these guys forward by themselves. I remember doing that.
Marching order! Attack their position!
So now, in this kind of fight, you can see that this is gonna...
As you command.
This can only favor me, because, as I said, in a 1-on-1, my bronze shields could take on any of his pike units. But remember, he only brought pikemen and thorax pikes. His real pelters are pretty tough, but they're down to 70. And they're about to get hit by my rope, or by my bronze shield pikes. See that? So yeah, fighting this funnel is only going to favor me now, but once he got committed to it, he decided to stick with it. Personally, I would have withdrawn and chose a different area to fight on. So, with all of his pikes going up here, I see this huge gap in his lines, and I see this soft target right here of archers. And he sees what I'm doing, so he's going to bring back these guys to deter my cav from coming. See that? And I'm just careful not to run into any obstacles, but the obstacles are right over here. But yeah, I want to bring up my cav. And there's my infantry peeling around. So I'm losing this one unit. These are the guys who got flanked by his royal pelters. So they're down to, what, 29 men? That's fine. The rest of my bronze shields are here. And they can definitely destroy these regular pikemen in this kind of fight. Like, he really needed to pick more open ground to use his numbers better.
Riders at the doubles! Move on! Riders at the double!
So yeah, and here comes my noble blood cav. And they are living up to their name. Look at all that blood on them. They should be called the noble bloody cav. So now all of his guys are racing backwards. He wants to seal off this area here because he sees what I'm doing. And I see that he has his back turned to me, so I'm going to start charging into him from the rear with my horses. Just to slow him down. That's a pretty good hit. But then he gets his guys ready, so I take him back out. See that? Now, the soft target's mine. I'm just pouring in with my noble blood cav. It probably would have been more effective had I had my Pontic cav up there, because they're better for a shock. So these guys are just destroying these dudes. And from the front, of course my bronze shields are doing really well over here. These guys are at 81, these guys are at 51, so they're gonna die. So he's outflanking me over... No, he's not. He's just repositioning. So yeah, causing a domino effect on his archer. See that? And his infantry's getting hammered from all sides now. Yeah, phalanx are awesome, but not when they're being outflanked, which is quite easy to perform. So that's what happened in this battle. He's got this one unit left, and they break when they see their comrades break. So let's look at the damage here. yeah, so that's what happened. Good game to my opponent, and yeah, I just changed up my army a little bit. I'll try to use chariots again in the future. This time I just wanted to use you know, regular horse units without the chariots. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Good game to Nemih.